Hello.
Hello, Veronika. I'm so happy to see you.
Me too, always.
And you need to take us back to the time you were back in Paris, France, in a diplomatic job, and book writing was your side hustle. What happened next?
Well, it's one of my really dearest memories, the moment, just like you mentioned, that I was not only hesitant to join Kickstart, I wasn't going to.
No.
It was, because I think, as you mentioned in the trailer to this interview, I was already making ends meet, which means I had money for the rent, I could eat, so I could somehow survive free. And I didn't it was you who changed my mind from this scarcity thinking, because this, even though it was freedom, it was scarcity thinking. You showed me that I can, first of all, make many more dreams come true, which was amazing, because what I do is I bring books to life. People have a book idea, fiction or nonfiction, and I help them write it and get it out to people. So with your abundance approach, it's like many, many, many more. Even behind me, you can't see it, it's dark here. But there are books of my students that already are published, and it's awesome.
Well, we can see it. We can see it.
And that happened thanks to Kickstart, because you made everything multiple for me, not just the revenue, but people who know about me, their books coming out. So everything multiplied with Kickstart.
But tell us about that moment where, or maybe just before, you already had an online course. And
yes.
So tell us how your situation was before we even came to the decision of joining.
Yes, I was the perfect example of your spaghetti marketing thingy, because what I didn't know and what you taught me is that I don't have to create every 3 months a new course. And that's what I was doing. I had actually 4 courses before I joined you. So I did one, 50 people joined. It was cheap because I was afraid. I'm still kind of afraid to give things more pricey, but okay. And then 3 months later, I made another course, and 3 months later, I made another course. So after 10 months, I was already becoming exhausted, because I didn't know what you teach in Kickstart and later in Momentum, how it works actually. So basically, it worked. I would pay my rent, but it would, I don't think, it's now 4 years, 3 years, it's multiple years also. I would be dead, I think, by exhaustion, because I thought you need to create each time a new course. And I was convinced about that, that you cannot replay a course. I don't know why I thought that.
Or record it and let people watch the videos.
Yeah, I thought that 50 people saw it, that's it.
Yeah. And then, okay, you're making okay money, you're making ends meet. And then you come to one of our trainings and you're like, okay, I'm not buying this thing. What changed your mind? What
changed my mind is, I always say, your energy, because I followed, it was combined with Zoom, where we could have hot seats with you. I don't remember which setting it was. I think it was summer school with a little, basically we could buy this Zoom with you. I don't know, but I somehow was in Zoom with you. And in 5 minutes, I told you I don't even have a free 4-week course idea. I had nothing for Kickstart, and I was full-time employed, also about to move from Paris to Prague, a crazy period of time. So no, Kickstart, it's not for me. And then, of course, I wanted to go to hot seat. I wanted to hear what you think about whatever. And then I think it was and you gave me an idea for the course. What you taught here in one of the master classes, you did it with people. So basically that's what you did with me in an individual case. And then I was like, maybe I could join. And then 18 minutes later, it was still within the Zoom, I joined. So from this, hot seat, which is no, I'm not joining Kickstart, but let's see what Sigrun can tell me. In buying, So for me, it wasn't a question about money. I could afford it in terms I knew it's pricey, but it's worth it. But I thought it's for other people, And then in 18 minutes, I realized, no, it's for me. And then, the amazing thing happened, because then you started to tell me, not just you, but Natalie and other people, join Momentum. And I said, only if I made like this kind of money after Kickstart, which I was saying just so, I didn't think it would happen because it was almost my yearly revenue from the year before. And I did it. So then I gave it to you because I felt obliged. But I did it in that like 5 weeks, five days after you sell, basically after Kickstart, you sell this follow-up thing.
Yeah.
And it made this money, which it was like almost my yearly revenue from before. In 5 days or 7 days or how long we did.
You had online courses. Actually, you had courses that you could sell. You still joined Kickstart because you felt energy process. Yes, you want more structure, possibly multiply what you already got. And you quickly doubled your revenue with Kickstart. But what else changed? Like, you come up in my mind anytime we talk about mindset.
Yes, yes. I'm the walking example of the scarcity mindset. I think when I joined you, I was 100% scarcity mindset. During Kickstart, I became 75% scarcity mindset. During Momentum, I became 43% scarcity mindset. And now I think I'm flickering scarcity mindset, you know? So it's definitely getting better. And I believe one day I will be just abundance mindset. But I was raised like that. We can't have that. We don't have that. We don't have money for this. You know, basically it's mindset. I don't think we were poor. I think we had this mindset as a family. So what changed is you showed me that it's just our mind that allows something. It's just our mind. We have the abilities. People want our skills. We can help more people, but we have to allow, like, to think big and to really allow things to happen, which is, I think, the hardest thing. At least for me, it was the hardest thing, because you can hire virtual assistant for technical stuff. You can't hire anyone. I mean, you can go to Kickstart and Momentum to change mindset, but it's work. It's something you have to really work on.
Yeah. And you cannot just think your way out of it or read a book or watch a video. Like, you actually have to do something.
You have to each time you catch yourself with, because that's what I loved about your energy. Because a few times I was like, I can't do it. I'm moving countries. I don't have time for it. And then it was like, no, forget these excuses. You can do it. Like, okay. And it was so funny because nothing was like an obstacle in your eyes. I even got this conjunctivitis. How do you call that? That you have ill eyes.
Yeah.
For like 3 days, I couldn't almost, it hurt when I was on a computer, and I had to continue because I felt I wanted to, and I was happy I did, because it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. You know, if you have scarcity thinking, you think, oh, I'm ill, so just for 2 weeks, bye.
Yeah.
But you're not that ill. You just, you're just looking for a way out, which wasn't possible in Kickstart. The energy was there, so I continued, and it was great.
You are in some ways a different person today, Veronika, I must say. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I, of course, it's also because I love doing these interviews with you. You know, I'm almost always, when there's a chance, I'm here. But being in your energy, I think, of course, the knowledge, the videos, it's awesome, but it's not enough. You need someone to be there for you. First of all, you need to have someone who you respect, because, of course, I'm, at least in my age, because I'm older than I look, you think like, I know everything. How can someone tell me things? Of course, yeah, you have to look up to the person to be able to listen and to really apply. I mean, the biggest thing, the hardest thing for me was trust the process. Like Agnieszka said, she didn't have a problem with it. I did. I had a problem. And like, you can't tell me just, I don't know, open the window and shout, I'm happy. I need to know why, and, and what will happen next, and so on.
Yeah,
so
you were always with all the questions. I
was like, why do we need that? And no, trust the process, do that. So then I said, okay. So I did it, of course, afterwards. I just to learn to trust the process. So, and I'm happy I did, of course. I always say now, trust the process to other people, because I know how difficult it is to actually, like, internalize this thing.
Yeah. That is amazing. Like, Veronika, you just feel different to me. And you were questioning everything, and now you feel like you're enjoying life and living in the moment.
And now I hate people who question my teaching. So I think, oh, Sigrun must have hated me back then.
funny. That is really. But how many students have you now helped with writing a book?
It's hundreds. I didn't really count it because the thing is people keep coming back, which is amazing. Just like people keep coming back to Kickstart, because like I say, it's not just the know-how, it's the energy, the group feeling and so on. So many go second time, third time, and some say even I want a prepaid life card, you know, for my courses. But I think there are like, I mean, there are already dozen books published by my students. So of course, everyone who enters, I always say you don't need to write a book every year. You can take time. It's okay to take. I'm taking time with my book now, because I'm a writer as well. I have 8 books published, but I said the 9th, I will take years to show people it's okay as well. You know, you don't need to just write for the happiness and so on. So I think it's hundreds. I didn't really look, you know, I'm not the numbers person. Like the worst thing always, like, Sigrun wants your numbers. Oh no, I can't do that because I don't know them. But it's hundreds, so it's great. And so now basically because I have the same what you taught us. You have signature course, like I have my Kickstart, I think. Then I have not Momentum, but I have up following course.
Yeah.
And I have something like a club. It's still not yet the club. I'm not sure if it's going to continue, but definitely these 2 will continue. And people already know the names, so they wait for the next year. So it works.
And you have the same courses year after year, so people know, because that's a part of building a trust.
Yes.
Do not constantly change your courses and the names of the courses and what you offer. Yeah. And I remember when you know, were so happy when you had your ascension model, you had your customer journey.
Yes, that's what I learned with you, because I didn't know what it means. I didn't know that it existed. And each time you think of a new something, like for example, now I have like how to write a diary, something like a challenge. It's very little paid, but like 150 people joined, and I teach them how to write a diary so that they can have either material for books or for online business, for like Facebook and so on.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because like I figured how to fit it in the essential model, because like it's the beginning of the journey. It's so cheap that everybody joins, even if they don't know me. Now I'm going to offer something little, then, you know, and I think half of them will buy my course this autumn or next autumn, the signature one, the Kickstart.
Yeah. So you have this beautiful customer journey. People know the path, you know the path. Whether you're doing it this year or next year, the path is laid out for them, and all the way up to being a published author, and coming back for the next book.
Exactly. And I think with hesitating to join Kickstart, I was so close to hesitate. I mean, to not join. If I didn't go to the hot seat with you, I think I wouldn't have joined. It would be such a mistake. I'm so, if I'm so convinced about something, it's this. So if you are hesitating whether to join Kickstart, don't. The time you will find it. I mean, you know, it's definitely worth it. The income came back. I know not everybody got their income back, so it would be a lie to say everybody will get it back. You have to work on it. You have to do the stuff and so on. But I think it was like 3 times or 4 times immediately. You know, what I invested and what I got back right after, not a year later, right after.
Yeah.
So basically, don't hesitate if you hesitate.
Well, she's not an affiliate partner. She doesn't get paid for this.
I've never wanted to somehow, because I'm definitely saying what I think.
Yes, Veronika, your story is so inspiring, and thank you for sharing it so openly and still being so humble. And I just love how abundant your mindset is today. Thank you for joining us.